It's time to watch the show. Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that stuff? What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Tuesday. It is 8:45, which means we are about to watch the latest episode of The Acolyte and see what fresh hell they've got for us this time. Sorry, I got like a hair or something, and it's just bothering me. I see we have Captain Wrecked in the chat, and he's first, so yay. I am waiting on Speedy at the moment. Hopefully he remembers Syl had some stuff to do, so he couldn't join us. Syl and Jules. You know what? We're going to have to send them some reprimands for just having lives, because we can't have that. We just can't have that. So in case you haven't noticed, there is some new stuff going on. I posted a pretty lengthy explanation about it. I felt like it was deserved. You know, you need to hear the real reasons. So we have gone through a rebrand. And if you will look right up in the upper right hand corner, you'll see the new logo and name. When I started the channel, what I did was I sat and I did my makeup while talking about nerdy stuff. You remember, I mean, if you've been sticking around that long, you know, I talk about whatever nerdy topic I've been obsessing about that week while doing my makeup at the same time. Well, you watch. It was fun. It was fun. And I still like doing the breakdowns and stuff. Will I keep doing my makeup while I do the breakdowns? I don't know. I might. I have to really be in the mood for it these days. I think a lot changed when I retired and closed the salon. So I don't really have to, you know, get all gussied up because I don't go out in public the outfit anymore. But yeah, I think I'll do it when the mood strikes, when it's still fun to do. I'm definitely still going to do breakdowns. I'm totally going to still do breakdowns and explanations, but I wanted to open myself up because honestly, I've been more than that for quite a while now. I've been doing a lot more than just doing my makeup while doing the explanations and stuff. It's really kind of expanded in regard to the repertoire. So it felt like it didn't really encompass everything anymore. So and on top of that, I mean, let's be honest, I have an 80% male viewership, which is super weird to me, but here we are. And there's been many times I've told people like, oh, I'm that person, you know, oh, let me tell you about my podcast. That's me. But when I would, and I'd say it's comics and cosmetics, and they're like, well, I'm not really into the whole makeup end of it. It's like, yeah, but I'm really not talking about the makeup. It's just something that I'm doing while I'm talking about this stuff. Bailey Sarian's channel was a huge inspiration. Dave came up with the name. It was alliteration. I loved it. But it really turned a lot of people off because they didn't get it. They didn't quite understand what it was that I was doing. And again, over the years, things have just kind of morphed and grown, and comics and cosmetics didn't really cover it anymore. So, you know, for a while I've been mulling this over and kicking around name ideas. But one, I didn't want to stray too much from the original name because I wanted to still be recognizable. And basically that's it. I didn't want to stray too far from the original name. You know, I wanted it to be similar, but really kind of explain what it is, which is why I just was like, well, why don't I just drop the other word? Because that other word could be literally anything. It could be comics and cosmetics. It'd be comics and cosplay, comics and special effects, comics and reviews, comics and watch parties. So that's why for the change. in classic Midwestern grandfather speak. That's why for the change. So you see the new logo, and we have new handles for everything. For YouTube, it is right now it's comics and everything, because apparently comics and any underscores or anything was taken. And I'm trying to make it as easy as possible. For Twitter and the TikTok and everything, that has also changed. Um, I guess I should have put that up there. So for TikTok, it's comics and a couple of underscores. I'm trying to make it easy, but it's not easy. And for Twitter, it's just at comics and underscore. Um, but yeah, it's going to take some time to kind of roll this out across platforms and stuff. I don't think I'm not going to be able to change it on Facebook, Instagram, Threads. Mark Zuckerberg is kind of a fucker on that one. Apologies, because he won't let me change it. So he they kind of force you to make all new pages, and ain't nobody got time for that. You know, I've spent over 3 years building those accounts up, and I really, really don't feel like starting over from scratch. It's just way too much for my brain to handle. But so I know they're doing other stuff, but Speedy is here. So let's bring Speedy on. What's up, Speedy? I can't hear you. Did you mute yourself again? Oh, now I can't hear
No,
you.
I can't. No, I did it. I'm
Hey,
sorry. I did.
there you are.
I did do it
There we
wrong.
go. So did you see my name change?
I did.
What do you think?
I love it. But
You
only thing
do?
I was trying to look you up on to share the link, and it kind of messed up the algorithm. I think for you.
Well,
But
I've only had one subscriber say something, and God love him, he's been one of the longest. But he said that he likes it for in the regard that it doesn't, it opens me back up,
right.
and it does kind of tell you a little bit more, because I'm not just makeup, and I haven't
No,
been for a
absolutely.
very
Yeah.
long time. But he said he's like I'm worried about your discoverability now, because when you type in comics and cosmetics, you are most definitely the first thing that pops up. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
that's cool, but
I did find you because I
good.
typed
I'm
in
glad.
Comics and it gave me everybody else except for you. Yeah. So.
Well, if you type in comics and everything,
Oh, okay.
that's the YouTube handle right now.
All right. Cool.
That's
I
there
found
it
you now.
is. Comics and everything.
I found you now, and I'm
Okay.
streaming you on my Facebook too. So hopefully they'll. At least I do that every time I go live
Yes,
again.
Nicole, you and I will still do pro tips. I will remind everyone. This is the main reason why I didn't want to do it and why I fought it for so long
Mm-hmm.
and just was in denial about the issue.
Right.
Because a lot of people have not subscribed to me. Like, they'll see videos of interviews I've done. They're like, "Oh, it's cosmetics." No thanks.
Yeah.
But that was the main reason I didn't want to change it, because I didn't want to lose the discoverability, lose the name, the brand I've been
Right.
building for so long. But check out my cute, adorable little badge now, though. She's my little
It
Rick
is
and
awesome.
Morty version of
I
me.
love it.
I
I
worked
love
on
it.
that all day. All
I
day.
love it.
Thank you. I drew that. Yeah. That's why I'm not just comics and cosmetics, because I do that stuff too. But yes, Nicole, you and I will still do pro tips. Okay. That's not changing. Nothing is really changing about the content. it's just the brand
It's a
and
rebrand. It's a
stuff.
rebrand. Okay.
What's up, Patricia?
I
Okay.
changed because I had the podcast, right, which I kind
Mhm.
of do for work. It's kind of work related, so I don't really own the
Oh
name.
yeah.
Geek Culture Congress. Yeah. So I had a YouTube channel called Geek Culture Congress, and then when I was when Mikey Son was giving me scoops, he was like, "Oh man, we got to change that because you don't own it." I was explaining to him that I didn't own it. The podcast was for work technically, and
Yeah.
then he came up with the Speedy's Multiverse thing. So I've been sticking with that because I talk about everything. So That's it.
That's a really good name. That's
Thank
a
you.
really good name for that. Multiverse is really
Yeah.
good. I mean, maybe I'll
Nah.
steal it and just be comics and multiverse. That
There
doesn't
you
sound
go.
good. It
Do it.
doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound
Nah.
good.
It
It's
doesn't.
okay.
It doesn't roll.
It doesn't roll off the tongue. I like
Yeah.
comics and the ... because I get to do that. That cool little intro is what really did
Yeah.
it. Was the
I like comics and everything. I think that's great.
yeah. Thank you. And I've been working in Your Mom into literally everything since I figured it out, and only 2 people have caught it, and one of them is my mom, and the other one's my sister-in-law. They're like, "Your mom, I love it." My mom said, "Well, at least you didn't kill me this time," and I was like, "What?" And then I remembered
You wrote a
I
story or
killed the
something?
mother off in my book, and I was like, "Well, that wasn't you.
Yeah.
That wasn't
She's still
you.
gonna
The
hold it against you
multiverse."
for the rest of your life. It's fine.
Yeah, you should. That's what she does. That's what she does. I mean, she's an Irish Catholic Midwestern woman. Like, yeah, that's kind of her jam.
Yeah.
So last week we've got like 4 or 5 minutes.
My eyes are still
Last
burning
week,
from all these episodes. I'll tell you that, boy.
I
Oof.
I love you, Speedy. Thank you for hanging in there.
Look, I got even the thicker readers on.
I saw that. Hey, but you look nice tonight.
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
like the glasses and the hat.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very cool. Very
Thank you very
dapper.
much. And then,
Um,
disclaimer: I just forgot my nicer looking readers. So. That's what happened with you guys. My parents didn't tell me this was gonna happen when I got old. Okay, I
Listen,
hold that against them, right?
you notice I wear glasses every
Yeah.
time we stream with Sil because I'm not wearing
Mhm.
makeup when we stream with Sil because I'm
Right.
like, screw it, this isn't my channel. They're just getting me. So
Yeah.
I'm like, this works. It zhuzhes it up just enough. But it bothers me that I get the reflections in them. So I'm like,
Yeah, so me too. I'm getting those reflections in it.
Okay.
It's fine. Whatever.
So last week on the Acolyte, we made we made all these shish kebabs out
You
of
did.
Padawans and
Yeah.
Master Jedi and
Padawans
Jedi
and
Knights.
Jedi Knights. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think there was only one master there, and he survived.
Yeah, they killed everybody but Soul.
It's a
He
new
was
rule.
the only
New rule.
Jedi that was left
The
standing.
Jedi needs a new rule. Only masters can go on missions. That's it.
I mean, freaking Yord's Padawan, like really, like she really dodged a bullet literally by staying home to babysit the other Padawans. Like,
I say, if you're night level and below, you're pretty much useless, buddy. Just stay home, okay? keep practicing. Keep doing them drills.
I'm still salty over KELNACCA as well.
Me too.
Like, and
That was a
I'm
waste.
really super extra salty that the writer of the episode told me,
Yeah.
well, budget issues. You have a almost $200 million budget.
Budget issues.
Shut up.
Budget issues, please.
Shut your face. Before we've got 2 minutes before we go any further, I just want to make sure that we take care of the bills here. Make sure you've hit the like button, smash subscribe, and rung the notification bell so you get notified whenever I'm back with even more nerdy content. Make sure you subscribe to Speedy at Speedy's Multiverse and follow him on all the socials at DJ Speedy Jr.
That's right.
So check that out. And you know, even though Sil and Jules aren't here because they're lazy, we know what we know what the truth is. We know what the truth is.
It's painful, guys. I know it's painful to watch. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but you know, here we are. We're rallying.
Yeah.
And remember, new handles everywhere. I'm sorry, but it had to be done. Sometimes doing the right thing just isn't fun. And I am a member of the Red 5 Network. We look good in red. We are the pods you've been looking for. If you are looking for a podcast about Star Wars, I mean, really about anything nerdy, then definitely go to red5.bio.link and check our out. Words are hard, but check out our list, our library, if you will, of podcasts. We have so many, and they're all so good, except mine. They're all so good. if you can't find a podcast that piques your interest at red5.bio.link, you're boring, bro. Like,
Check your
you're
pulse,
boring.
buddy. Okay.
Right. Because we have literally everything. So yeah, budget issues.
It is officially 9 p.m.
It is 9 p.m. Okay. It's time. It is time. And I've got the wrong remote. Here we go. You guys know the rules. I have ads. They start off with ads because, I'm not paying more than $1.99 a month for Disney. I'm just not. Like, if I could find it, if it would drop on time on my pirate site, I wouldn't even worry about that.
Pirates haven't gotten that good yet.
No. Well, and I don't have like a necessarily like a pirate site. I mean, I got those too, but my Plex, it's just it doesn't. Okay. So are we ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. And I guarantee you there's going to be ads to start. As we discussed.
It's okay. I'm pausing.
Yeah, it's ads. I've got like 30 more seconds before it gives us last week. Oh. Yeah. See, I'm a published author too, so it makes it really messed up that I can't say words. I'm a writer, not an editor. It's really funny if you're a writer. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I've got my Disney Plus logo screen. Previously on the Acolyte. I just really hope that we don't have the space cucarachas again.
Oh, I think we're out of that.
I hope we're... Yeah. Yeah, that's right. The twist that we all saw coming. I saw Screen Rant say Star Wars shows you can have a twist that you see coming. I'm like, that's not what that means. What? Like the Master Jedi who's so strong in the Force couldn't shut up. But my boy Basil sniffed her out. Like he can smell her.
Yeah.
All right, title card.
I got problems, Danny. Got lots of problems with the show.
It feels like they're doing a little extra this week, doesn't it? Check her forehead. I'm never going to trust a woman with bangs again now. You hiding up there.
Hiding. Can feel your anger.
It's a sweet pad, though. Like,
yeah, it's a boiling water throwing somebody. Hey.
I mean, he's got a little hot tub, a jacuzzi. It's dope. Yeah.
You're barefoot. It's fine. You won't run away. It's a little bit of...
Really hope that floor's clean.
A little bit of misery going on.
Yeah.
A little bit of misery going on. Yeah. You will be my acolyte.
How do you know that was drinkable?
Exactly.
Your mama teach you?
Oh, I hear something strange.
Take drinks from strangers?
Without any weapons or boiling water.
Is it a... Give me a little
space hamster. It's a Star Wars hamster.
I'm a Star Wars hamster. Is that your rubber suit?
No,
I don't remember wearing a rubber suit.
Her sisters, I think.
I know.
Okay. Sorry. I'm becoming too much of a detective in the show. That's what they want us to do, right? That's what
And
they
a
wanted us to
giant
do, right?
penis rock in the middle of the sea.
I'm okay with the rock. It's fine. It was probably part of the landscape they went to go film on location. They couldn't avoid it.
In New Zealand. Uh-oh.
You know what this means, Danny? She's still with the flying cockroaches. Commercial? Commercial?
Yes.
I knew
1
it.
minute, 40 seconds.
I knew it.
I knew it. Do it.
At last, we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi.
I do love the Arnold Schwarzenegger State Farm commercials, though. I
That's
mean
funny.
the chopper. Neighbor. Neighbor. I can't help it. Get me out of these chopper.
So yeah, so like I'm not completely like not interested in the show anymore right now.
It's really hard.
It's really hard,
because
man.
they just. It feels like it's been going on forever.
Yeah.
It feels like God, we still have 2 more episodes left after this. I thought this was it.
No, this is
Nope.
6. They're doing 8. Yeah,
They're doing 8.
So we got. Oh my God, we got 2 more times.
I know.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself, Danny.
It
You might have to recruit Syl to come back.
He's gonna be back next week. Trust and believe. He's gonna be back next week. But I will watch anything with Aubrey Plaza in it, even a tequila commercial.
Did
No,
he
they
hit you
just-
up about the Wednesday time change?
Yes.
Mm.
Yes, he has. And he said, "Can you still make it?" I said, "I think so." And he went like this. Like, don't you look at me like that, because whatever time you give me, I know it's going to be an hour later. Stop it. Okay, so OSHA
Almost.
in May's clothes on an island with a penis rock and a space hamster drinking water that she, or whatever it was, that
Are you still in a commercial?
I'm pretty much doing this to know my stuff. So exactly. I'm watching it for educational purposes.
Educational purposes? Great.
Yeah. Yeah. That's okay. Here we go.
Here we go.
Unknown planet.
Unknown planet. Excellent. I might be ahead of you by a second. I hear the bagpipes, the Star Wars bagpipes.
Those are creepy looking little things.
They're cool. Feel the force.
Yeah, he's a DJ. He thought the strings were bagpipes, but it's fine.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
We're not taking any bodies with us. I think Soul's going to be a bad guy.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. It's been an accident.
Zoom. We're behind him. Here it comes. She's sabotaging. She still wants to kill him after we had a whole episode of how she was gonna.
I don't know, but she better hope her bangs don't move. The music, the production value.
Will Basil be the savior?
Basil, yes. I love Basil. He's so cute.
Watch him whip out a what lightsaber.
He's like, this bitch
Watch him
don't
whip out a
smell right.
lightsaber. I know lightsaber. She is gonna kill him, or at least try. What a jerk! After she was talking all that smack that she was gonna become a Jedi.
She doesn't know what she wants. The writers don't know what she wants. They keep going back and forth on her.
Like, I'm so like not interested in the show now.
They
like, really
killed
painful.
it.
Yeah, they just freaking massacred the show.
Terrible, terrible execution. Basil's like, bro, come here. Come.
Basil's a star of the show. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And yeah, probably
Everyone's in
Master,
agreement.
the Master Jedi is probably second. Fear leads to anger.
Fear leads to anger. You don't know the power.
You don't know the
dark
power
side.
of the dark side of the Force. Oh, I believe your friends will not make it in time. The Emperor's so great. He's so great that they couldn't think of a better bad guy and they brought him back.
Right?
That's how great he
Somehow
is.
Palpatine returned.
Which was, you know, your taste may vary on that return, but
I have to hand it to Lee Young Jai. Believe it's
yeah,
Basil.
he's great. He's probably the best thing about the show.
amazing.
One of the best
Oh my
things
God,
about
Basil,
the show.
come home with
And
me.
Basil.
Come home with
Come
me,
on,
Basil.
I know you got a lightsaber in that pouch.
Oh, if he would have pulled out a lightsaber, it's Pip. Close enough.
I'll take it. At this point.
Like,
At
right
this
when you
point in
said
the
that, he
show, I'll
started.
take it. This is the highlight of the show right here.
Eh.
This is it, guys. This
Oh,
is the money
he's
shot.
so adorable.
He's fixing Pip. Pip is going to be the second
Gonna
savior.
charge him. He's totally
He's gonna
charging the
charge him.
droid.
He's
Shut up.
charging him like a.
Shut up.
He's charging him like a.
Like a phone.
like a tooth, like electric tooth.
Yeah, I literally like my toothbrush.
Toothbrush.
That's hilarious. Shut up. Clearly, they would have wireless charging.
Listen, the dark side is not so bad. I could have killed you if I wanted to. I could see that him saying something like that right now.
Nicole has an excellent point. They should have created an original show around Soul. No twins. Good writing. Absolutely. We were talking about this before. They should have just made a High Republic show.
Yep.
And not restricted themselves. Like, kind of like, okay, hold on. Chimer's not bad. No, go for it. Don't pan up.
That's it. You're getting some ankle shots. That's all you're getting. It's Disney, okay? Sorry.
We're all Victorian ladies at Disney. Look at those ankles. Some saucy ankles. But yeah, they restricted themselves, kind of like my old name, Comics and Cosmetics. It pinholed you. They've pinholed themselves with the name Acolyte. They've just called it High Republic. Disney won't hire me, but I am available.
We can help, Disney. We can help.
Oh no, I'm a subversive individual.
You've been blacklisted.
I have
already?
affiliations with blacklisted former employees, so they're like, no.
That's fine.
Oh, he left. He knew she was there. He left all that for her.
Use it. Does it feel? Strike me down with it.
Does it feel like your penis?
Feels good, doesn't it?
This is all very
yeah, it's all very Palpatine.
The whole conversation's very phallic.
Yeah. You gonna shoot him with it?
I mean, is it really necessary? We can still have a conversation.
This point, Danny might rate this whole show an 8. If you gotta give her a money shot right now.
My sister-in-law did laundry. We all know that her clothes are now
It's ready now. That's excellent. That's fine. My grandson could burst in any moment and start screaming.
Did you say grandson?
Yeah. I did.
God, we're getting old.
I know.
Why not kill me? Am I supposed to be your prisoner?
Dude, you could blow her away. You think she's dumb? Then you don't. She doesn't know that. She's seen you fight. Exactly.
Swat you like a fly, baby.
Probably with that look, he could probably blow her away.
No, she cut her hair.
Oh, is this gonna get creepy? Spatial relationship, really?
I told you this whole conversation. It's very suggestive.
Just so executed. So
Dave came
many
in,
great
had
opportunities
an
to be
excellent
great.
time.
It still has so many great opportunities to be great and just freaking fails at it. You know what I mean?
Commercial.
Ugh.
Minute 40.
No. Back 10 seconds here.
I have been told that you look too young to be a grandfather.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'll tell you guys my age. I will be 46 in November. There you go.
I will be 44 in September.
Excellent.
We're Gen Xers. Look at
Yeah.
us.
Yep.
My kids are all except one older than I was when I started having kids.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like holding my breath now. Like, God, it's going to happen any second. I know.
Actually, sorry. I counted wrong. I'm going to be 47 in
You mean
November.
47?
Yeah.
Sorry. That was clerks coming out of me.
46, unfortunately.
Oh, my. So I really feel like they did the whole Keimer nudie thing to win points.
Yeah.
But it was pretty suggestive, like the whole thing. It just felt like
It was
Star
creepy.
Wars doesn't have sex. That's Star Trek.
Yeah, that's and that's recent Star Trek, kind of.
I love Star Trek. I love.
You know,
I have
classic
a.
Star Trek will just have some making out.
I have a
That's about it.
design. It's like
yeah?
yin and yang, and it's got
Oh,
the
let's see.
Millennium Falcon and the Enterprise,
Oh, nice.
and it says "No sides, only stars."
I love it.
We're back. Thank you.
You have
And I
a
stand
ship.
by it.
A ship is docking. Is that you? Where you right now?
Yeah, she's in the pilot seat. She just stood up, all set. That design is available on my Redbubble and
behind
Etsy
you.
stores.
That's right.
You saved me. Oh, I gotta turn it back up.
Sorry. Time to make things right.
How do you not know?
Time for me to face the High Council.
Maybe he's just compromised in the Force.
It's time to make things right.
Everything?
It's time for me to face the High Council. You want to take a look?
At what?
Give me a couple minutes.
Let me go fix my hair. There, no one knows who I am now.
Rancor has never been a friend of the Jedi. But I worry his fears.
Oh, the green meanie. Thank God. I've been needing to vomit today.
This is a case of an ambitious senator grasping for power. Apologies, Senator. I must go. But thank you for your update.
She's just awful.
What is it, Mark? We received a distress call from Master Soul. Apparently he's on a mission in the Outer Rim. What did he say? There were casualties. Who? The connection was faulty, but it sounded like...
I'm behind you. Right. I'm behind you.
Okay.
A little bit.
Get him back on the comms.
She's just the worst.
Prepare a rescue team to depart for the planet Kofar immediately. How do you know where he is? I sent him there.
Bitch.
I was. A long time ago.
I've never heard of you.
It was a really long time ago.
Green meanie.
Why'd you bring me here?
What do you think?
Leverage?
Did he say he was a Jedi?
Everyone does seem to want you.
I'm afraid to back it up.
If you keep
Yeah,
moving,
me
the soul
too.
comes
It's not
through.
worth it. It's
He's not
it's
destroyed.
just bad anyway.
And this sickness is bigger and powerful.
You think that his strength? That's
Nicole
your
says yes.
strength.
He was.
Someone
He
else
was.
keep that strength. I'd start swimming if you want to make it to the ship before sundown. Or you could wait for the tide to go out. I'd start swimming if you're hungry to the ship before sundown.
Maybe. It's nothing to do with the fact that I just saw you naked and you're totally ripped. I mean, you could swim that. That's not that
I'd go.
far.
I'd do it.
Yeah, I'd
That's
do it.
nothing. That's nothing.
Basil!
Basil, you're our only hope.
Thump.
You're our only hope, Basil. Feel out with the force, Basil. Yeah.
Bite her knees!
Use the force, Basil.
He spit on her.
Use the force, Basil. Go, Pip, go.
Nuh-uh.
What can I
Stop
do?
it.
Basil.
Stop it. He is not a smartphone.
Sending it. She powered him down like a like a beeper. She put him in safe mode. You see, Captain Wrecked agrees with me. Basil is a Jedi Master in disguise.
These things are creepy.
What did you mean by strength and force?
Exactly that.
If you were a Jedi, you know
That's weird. You didn't get hit with a commercial.
without training your fates.
And that's what they
It was a good commercial transition.
The Jedi teach there's only one way to access the Force. If you don't treat it their way, fate. But there is another way. Below the surface of consciousness are powerful emotions. Anger, fear, loss. The surface of consciousness are power, desire, emotions.
Told you it's getting suggestive. Pervy.
Semantics.
That's the path to the dark side. You murdered my friends.
I killed Jedi.
Semantics. Like
I
that.
killed those who threatened my existence.
That's exactly what I'm gonna call the show now. Semantics light.
Semantics.
Oh, semantics.
You killed Jesse.
The ambiguous.
Because I was going to go. We've had the same relationship with her that you have with your master. One-sided. Why do you love people who can only go so far? Who can't go as deep as you can?
That's what she said.
I'm not my sister. I'm not that easily corrupted.
Aren't you forgetting something? You stayed here to do something. Do it.
Pew.
Strike me down with all your
You know.
anger.
A Jedi doesn't attack the unarmed.
Why do you still think of yourself as a Jedi? They didn't want you.
It's not true. I left
Why?
because I chose to.
Are you sure about that?
Let me go.
What we're feeling right now, this anger, this pain, this is who you are.
The
It's
Jedi
problematic.
showed, and that's why they threw you away.
They didn't throw me away.
Then why aren't you a Jedi?
It's what cult leaders say.
Why aren't you a Jedi yourself?
Because I failed.
Yes. I can feel your hatred.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Do it. Do
Strike
it.
me down with it.
That's when you're truly free.
This really feels like they're gonna bone.
I'll never join you. She should have thrown it.
Commercial.
She should have thrown it. She should have thrown it Luke Skywalker style. I'll never join you.
What have you done? Dad, I borrowed some adamantium from your closet.
Danny,
Special.
that was actually the best part.
It's a Deadpool Wolverine Heineken commercial.
Yeah, I missed it. Was it funny? It was beautiful. Kiss, chef's kiss. Excellent.
Oh
Excellent.
my! It really does feel like they were about to kiss.
Yeah, and
Like-
that's honestly that was probably the best scene in the whole episode right now.
Yeah. Like I really felt like she was just gonna grab him, just. Oh, I wish we had a Popeyes chicken in my town.
Popeye's chicken. We got some Popeyes still in Florida.
Oh, it was a good one. The silence your phone ad is great. Yeah, it's good.
Oh, Basil. Basil's a Jedi Master.
Basil is
we've
the
come
show,
to that.
as
Yeah.
far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I'm watching for Basil. He needs to attack her ankles some more.
We need a Basil spinoff.
I think, yeah. Nicole was saying that it could be for like kids, and that would be really cool. I would watch it. But her resetting Pip to factory settings, and they had to charge him at a charging station. That was just.
I'm okay with it. I just thought it was funny.
It kind of, I guess. It just. Okay, we're back.
It wasn't a. I don't think it was a lore breaking quite yet. We've broken enough lore.
Yeah, it was just kind of silly. Like the
It
whole
was kinda
point of
silly.
droids is the droids are supposed to draw
Yeah.
your attention to slavery,
Right.
and it just makes it more of an object instead of personifying him. So I don't know. I don't get sick.
Oh, you want to give her a hug?
God, I really do not want more Rebecca Henderson in my life. She's just the worst. What Nicole said. The whole Pip thing, it does take you out of the galaxy.
She's probably the Sith Lord.
Come on, Basil, save the show.
At last, we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi. There he is. Watch out for all the action happening right now, guys. That's it. This is about as good as it's gonna get.
And then the diagnostic. Had to restart the system. Should be 5 minutes or so.
How would she even know how to act like her sister? She hasn't seen her in 16 years.
What is it?
How could I not have sensed that villain's true intentions?
How can you not sense that's not OSHA?
Not have sensed that villain's true intentions.
I think
First met him on the leg.
when you really want something, it can cloud your mind. You see what you want to see. You fooled us all.
I found him.
You see what you want to see.
You picked right. I found him.
Yes. He's okay now.
I know it's the way you take care of him. Talk to him. Love him, even though he's just a machine.
You talking about Pip? Yeah.
That's not very Star Wars of you, sir.
I've always been like that. Even when I was little,
I know.
I had to lose my body to myself.
Precisely.
I'm a Jedi. Even if I didn't know it at the time.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
How could I feel any other way?
Yes.
He's gonna know it's her. It's not her.
Have
Right
you
now.
told me everything that happened on Ring?
She's gonna mess up.
This is
You are very young.
But this is what taking way too long for him to realize that. Right now. And it's too much
But I'm not now.
just gobbledygook happening right now.
You can tell me.
oh, saved by the lights. Yay. Come on, Basil. Where's Basil?
Hello, is anybody there? Can you hear me? My name is...
He knew it. He knew it.
Yes!
Insert Star Wars music here. See?
Basil.
Basil is the
Remember those?
Jedi Master.
Yeah.
The rescue team is on their way. The rescue transponder. Leave your transponder on.
Did he just shut it off?
He did.
He's a bad boy. He's a
Oh,
bad
Basil.
Jedi Master.
Basil's like,
Basil,
what
your
the?
only hope, Basil. Oh, and he warped away.
What is
He hyper jumped away.
happening?
Oh, he just wow.
I told you he's gonna end up being the bad guy.
Maybe. I talked to the locals, man.
That was a transporter sound. That was a Star Trek transporter sound.
I didn't hear it very well, so I cannot confirm or
Just
deny
the
you.
chime. I think so.
She's
Yeah.
She's like a
Oh.
down low Sith. Gotta be.
She's just a terrible everything. I can't stand that woman.
Can you give the same pitch to my sister?
Can you give the same pitch to my sister?
You made a mistake with me. I thought she wanted more than just revenge.
Hmm.
I thought she wanted what I want.
What do you want?
Booty.
The power of two.
Here we go. Here we go, Danny.
Where'd you get that scar?
Where'd you get that
My
story?
master.
It's none of your business. It's a little personal.
How do you think it's like
Someone stabbed you in the back.
Looks like someone stabbed you in the back.
someone who threw me away?
Master.
Your Jedi Master?
Kurtosis.
There's your
Oh, they
explanation.
said it.
But also a sensory deprivation headpiece. Like we used as young.
Blocks out all your senses.
It blocks out all your senses?
So it's just you and the Force. And what you bring with you.
Try not. I don't trust you.
Try not.
Like the cave? Like the cave on Dagobah? You
Apparently.
take what you bring with you?
Or should you?
Oh boy.
You should, you.
You should learn to trust yourself.
But you should learn to trust yourself.
He's literally Yodaing her. You know? It's like so
So- There's only one Yoda.
I
Okay.
know, it's so iffy.
She's gonna put it on, and then she's
Of course.
going to become the Acolyte.
Oh man.
Oh,
country.
come on.
That's a not Disney image. I'll tell you that right there.
Daphne Keene had to come in for a day's work just to lay there.
Nah, that's probably a body double. So what do they do?
No, that's her.
You think that's her? Did
Yeah.
it hold your breath for 30 seconds?
Uh-huh.
Really? And keep your eyes open like that? I guess for 10 seconds, yeah. I can believe it. But 30 seconds? I don't know. Get that money. Get that paycheck. That's right. I'd be like, what you need me to do? Sure.
Which is why they keep making this content the way they do.
Mm-hmm.
I hate you.
Oh, okay. So she's powerful.
Survived. What happened here?
What do you see?
What do you see?
A lot of the Jedi.
Murder.
One better than many. His power extraordinary. His skills are reckless.
He was her.
There's them bugs. Here they come. Oh, there's that whip. There's that
Oh,
lightsaber
yeah.
whip. Yo, saw the lightsaber whip.
What does that tell you?
He was her Padawan. How much you want to bet? Kymer was her Padawan.
Oh, maybe.
And she hit him in the back with that whip. And that's why his scar looks like that.
Oh, good. I think you just wrote the whole show. We don't need to watch the next 2 episodes, Danny. That's it. Pack this one up. Watch shows are over, guys.
They think it's Soul.
Yeah. Because she's the bad guy, obviously.
Yeah.
She's the Sith Lord, the power of 2. There's some other skills
Always 3
that
there.
are deemed unnatural.
Why, thank you, madam. Thank you. Thank you. I only know this because Rebecca Henderson's just a nasty bitch as a person in real life. So
Yeah. So
easy.
yeah, easy cast,
easy
right?
for her. Yeah.
Yeah, as a conniving person, yeah, sure. And she's got a lightsaber whip, so yeah.
And let me go.
Mm.
I will.
If they return you to your master.
Indeed. You have a lot to do. You need to find your master. Your master. To save Misha. You need to save Misha first. First. You and I are going to know.
Oh, are we?
16. I was 16 years. Because I would say to you if I ever say to you if I ever not be opportunity. So you're going to listen. So you're
Oh,
going
flashback. Here we go, guys. Hold on to your horses. Nope. Flashback next episode. No.
Commercial.
We got 7 minutes left.
1 minute, 45 seconds, 7 minutes left. I had to text Star Wars Meg my theory
Yeah.
before I forgot,
Before-
and she figured it out before I did.
Oh, she did?
No, she hasn't. No, I'm just saying I had to make sure I sent it to her before
Oh, okay.
she
No,
figured it
go
out.
to X right now. Post it. Go to X, claim it,
Oh, I will after
and add,
this.
and add her. Just so,
Oh,
just
I
in
texted
case.
her.
Oh, okay.
I texted her.
Yeah,
But yeah,
she's
she.
so positive about Star Wars, even when it's bad.
Oh, she is not a fan of this show.
No, I know.
She-
But
and
she does.
she's
She always does try and like come out on a high note, though. At least or positive.
she really does try, and she's very claim it.
She reminds me of my
Claim
aunt.
it.
My aunt loves Star Wars so much.
My
And
mom loves Star Wars. My mom is. I mean, I grew up on Star Wars.
Yeah,
I saw Jedi Returns in the theater.
me too.
Um,
When you had to wait in a long ass line, and if you were late, you're L
And it-
L out.
because we were so
Lost.
young,
Yep.
that's why I'm obsessed with Ewoks. And I didn't hate them like everyone else did.
I always liked the Ewoks. I thought it was cool.
I always loved the Ewoks, but a lot of the older fans, they just were not
no, they were not feeling
fans.
it.
What's
But,
up, Dave?
I
What's up?
I never understood that until the prequels came out. And then it's like, oh, I get to hate.
Yeah,
I
Jar Jar.
understand.
Michael Jackson was supposed to
And I'd
voice
never
Jar Jar.
disliked. I didn't like the prequels, but I never disliked them to be like, oh man.
Right.
But after coming
Like,
out of
the
the prequels, I was
Acolyte
like, oh my god.
the Acolyte does have some good parts, and it could
It
have been
does.
really, really
And it could
good.
have been really, really good and
But
really,
their
really interesting.
execution is
It's so
just-
poor. It's so piss
yeah.
poor. It's upsetting.
Yeah, like more cons than pros. Exactly what Nicole
Yeah.
said.
More cons than pros.
What
That's
do we got
exactly
here?
it on the
Is
head.
this cave? Is this like a Cortosis
I don't
cave?
know, bro, but we need to move, man. We need to move this plot.
I feel like they're in like a cave where there is Cortosis. And I
Like-
am starting to see the Abeloth smile on the helmet. So I'm
Mhm.
wondering if he is some kind of Abeloth disciple. Put it on. Become what you loathe.
Do it. Does that even fit your head?
Gonna go all Daredevil on us now.
Zoom.
No one should be left alone with their own thoughts. This is a really long time to have a solid black suit. Are you effing kidding me?
My God, bro.
This is just.
Why? Bro.
This is getting
if Leslie Helen touches
obnoxious.
something, if Leslie Helen touches something Star Wars again, I'm just gonna lose my freaking mind, bro.
This is just obnoxious. We're learning nothing from these episodes. Really, nothing.
That was like, wow. I really want my 50 minutes back.
There,
Except for like, the maybe one or two scenes of Basil.
and that's what I'm thinking too. I think Abeloth is like their patron goddess or something, because
Cool.
from what I'm hearing, Abeloth is showing up or they're going to, mention
Yeah,
Abeloth.
they're gonna do that. I think they're gonna
in
do that
Ahsoka.
in Ahsoka. Absolutely.
Meg says no, but I'm like, well, Josh says yes, so I'm going that direction. And Dave's right. The boys can give you 1 hour episodes. House of the Dragon, I almost said Game of Thrones, but House of the
That's fine.
Dragon is giving us more than hour-long episodes.
Mhm.
They're at least 70 minutes long.
And
they're
delivery, man.
Bangers.
And they haven't done much of nothing either. Like, it's like that one scene that was like
They've
they were
killed
about to
children.
fight. Yeah, they were about to fight, and then then boom, everybody's dead. We just saw the aftermath of the battle. I was like, okay, we
Well,
couldn't
they're
get
really
some-
good.
Yeah,
They're building up to the next episode is A Dance of Dragons.
right.
And that's what the chapter that the show is based off of is called.
Mhm.
But anyway, I digress.
But just as we compare and contrast a good show versus a bad show, ladies and gentlemen.
right. And Game
oh,
of Thrones or House of the Dragon, they're saying that, they're doing this for story reasons. House of the Dragon is killing it. They're absolutely killing it. They're giving you more than 1 hour long episodes.
guys, and this is Warner Brothers, guys. Okay.
Yes, this
Right?
is Warner Brothers, and they're absolute bangers.
Yep.
Absolute bangers. I've watched every single episode of House of the Dragon at least 3 times. It reminds me of how I was when Game of Thrones was on before season 8, episode 4. But it's really good. They're really good. They pack the excellent pacing, excellent execution. What is happening? Like, Acolyte is dragging the F out. Yes, we have 2 episodes left, and we know nothing, Jon Snow. There's nothing happening.
It's just so bad. Like I'm just not interested to even comment on it. Like it's just
I think
what did we watch?
right. I'm starting to think. Well, I believe that it's all Vernestra, Green Meanie. Chimer
Yeah.
was her Padawan.
Yeah.
She whipped him with the saber.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yeah.
And she's trying to pin it on Soul. And they think they're being sneaky about it. Like, they're never gonna guess this. I'm like, well, maybe if you didn't hire such a wooden bitch to play Vernestra,
Mm.
that you'd have an easier time sneaking that one up on us. But it's pedantic. It's just the execution. They had an amazing premise to work with. Amazing
did.
premise. They could have done something amazing with the show. They really could have opened up a whole new world.
They could have
for-
made
for
the
Star
High
Wars
Republic
content.
interesting.
Exactly. They
Which
could
it
have done a
wasn't.
whole High Republic, everything. Just call it High Republic, focus on the High Republic. And what they're doing is just focusing on bullshit. It's just,
It is what it is, guys.
this is just not good. Like I said,
After this
music-
episode, I think it's going to be really hard to find somebody who's really positive on the show.
get on Twitter.
Yeah.
You'll find them. I promise.
No, I get
Because-
it. I get it. Like if you're just trying to justify your Disney Plus account for content, okay,
Listen,
cool. It's new
If
content.
I
sure.
promise you this, go on
Jedi's
Twitter. Go
Jedi's
on
fought a
Twitter.
dark guy. Yeah.
And say, wow, the Acolyte is really dragging ass. This sucks. And you will find people
Yeah.
who are really
come at
positive
me.
about the
Yeah.
Acolyte.
They'll come at me.
They will attack you in droves.
Jesus.
They will attack you in droves. But the music, top notch. The production quality, the set design,
I
the
liked it.
editing.
I even
the
like the ugly
camera
animals on the beach.
Oh yeah,
On the
well,
rock beach.
they're supposed to be creepy, I assume.
Yeah. It's
But
cool.
they've done excellent work there. The editing, the wipes, it's all very original trilogy. I love that. But the writing and the execution and 90% of the acting is just fan fiction. It's low rent fan fiction and it's disappointing. And like I was saying earlier, this is educational purposes. This is because I am a critic and this is kind of my job. I say very loosely. So I do need to know what's up, so I can make some kind of informed decision later down the road. And, the watch parties have been fun. I got to admit, gives me a chance to drink a beer and stuff. But this is just a big fat stinking no for me. I'm giving this show like,
And it's not even getting better.
I'd love to. You would think I would love to give it at least a 5 out of 10, at least mid.
It's not even mid.
It's not even mid anymore. The writing is so bad. What's up, hyperspace? What's up? What am I? Bliss 42 signing in. I love that name. And yeah, this is by far my least favorite Star Wars show. I like Book of Boba Fett better
Like
than
I
this
said,
show.
it's like I said from the beginning, guys. Like it's making these other Star Wars products that we have gotten from Disney
And,
look
you know-
like masterpieces.
I wanted this to be so good for so many reasons, not just because I am a Star Wars fan, but because my friend is in this show. My friend has been working for Lucasfilm since 2012. He's in this show. And man, he loves him some Star Wars.
Yeah.
He would never ever say anything derogatory about him. But after working on this show, he was done. He was so done, he fired his agent.
Wow.
Like, it was such a horrific experience for him. He actually came forward and told me about horrible stuff that happened on the Rogue One set. Like, what?
Wow.
Like, the scene where the little girl is crying with all the explosions and the stuff.
Mhm.
They scared that child within an inch of her life 3 times to get that reaction out of her. And I'm getting in the weeds. But anyway, it's just,
No, that's fine.
it's showing a pattern
Yeah.
of behavior of just not giving 2 shits.
Yeah.
And that makes me sad. And before anyone says it, George Lucas is retired. Let the man retire. He's retired.
Yeah. He's done.
Selling this to Disney was his retirement plan. He
That's
is
it. He's
checked
gone.
out.
Yep.
Yeah, he's gone. He doesn't want them to call him and ask for advice anymore. He doesn't want to deal with it. He wants to go watch Formula One racing
Yeah.
and spend time with his grandkids. We're just gonna have to accept that fact that
He gave us what he was going to give us, and that's it.
yes, he created something wonderful, and we will forever be grateful that man changed science fiction. He changed
He changed
pop
storytelling.
culture.
Period. Yeah.
Yeah,
pop
he
culture.
changed film, pop culture, science fiction. He changed all of it.
Mhm.
We should be grateful for that. What is happening now is absolutely not his fault, but we also cannot expect him to come and rescue us. It's not
No.
going to happen.
No.
We can't do a letter writing campaign. Those things don't work anymore.
No.
There's
We just
really
have to
nothing
go
we
and
can
say,
do.
do what we're doing. We have to do what
Yeah.
we're doing, guys. When it's we don't like it, we're just gonna call a duck a duck. That's it.
Yeah, it was.
And call a
That's
spade a spade.
exactly what I said. That is exactly what I said.
Yeah.
I wish you were here like 5 seconds ago, and I should have put it on Twitter as soon as everyone told me to. But I'm busy doing this thing. And Dave Filoni is basically the creative director for Lucasfilm now. That is
Yeah.
what he does. But
I think this was too far ahead of that, and he just let it happen.
I don't give a what anyone says. Well, Leslie Headland is always saying, "Oh, he is very involved. He was very." No, he wasn't. Was he there? No.
Nah, bro.
He had
He let-
nothing to do with this.
He let them mail it in. was
He
like, "Go
just
ahead."
kind of said, "Yeah, that'll play." You
Yeah.
know, I'm sure. And then they just went and did whatever they wanted. And he's not where the buck stops. The
No.
buck doesn't even stop with Kathleen Kennedy. Do you know who it stops with? Bob Iger. That's where the buck stops.
Yep.
So whenever you go to blame anyone, you've really got to blame who's king, high potentate of up a butt crack, and that would be the grand high poobah, grand potentate of upper butt crack. That would be Bob Iger. Listen, do not invoke this wrath, Dave. I'm going to tell you something. Bryce Dallas Howard has never directed shit in her life. Not a damn thing. She is a name. She is a face. She is it's called Voice of God. So when she's on set directing, she is doing what Jon Favreau tells her to do. Jon Favreau has a live feed of everything that's going on. And if she does something that's outside of what he told her to do, he calls the set. She gets yelled at. She does what she's supposed to do. Okay? She is a nightmare. She line read Gina Carano on set in front of everyone. And in the industry, what that means, Dave knows what this is. But in the industry, line reading means you are flat out telling an actor how to say the line.
Like
And
the
I know
tone
that
and
doesn't
everything.
sound like a big deal, but it's a craft. Acting is a craft. It's an emotional craft. It's reacting. A director is supposed to find ways to pull that emotion and reaction out of you.
Right.
They'll tell you things like, think of that time when your mom took your puppy away. You know, how did that make you feel? That kind of thing. Bryce Dallas Howard would straight up line read Gina Carano in front of everyone. Like, now say it like,
So
I don't want to smoke crack. I don't know.
it's a little disrespectful.
It's very disrespectful. It's very insulting. But Bryce Dallas Howard has never directed anything for Star Wars. I will die on that hill. I know too many people who worked on Mando and Book of Boba Fett and other things that have told me how much they can't stand this woman, how they've lost jobs over her, and how she's never directed anything. So she's a nightmare. Don't invoke Bryce Dallas Howard. Don't invoke BDH in my presence, because I will can't stand this woman. They've really shit the bed. And it's like Will said, the show is visually impressive. You've got a $180 million budget, but the writing and the story is just total pants. You walked around to every single press event. You created press events just so you can show off the only live action Jedi Wookiee we've ever had. And he got 1 minute, 35 seconds of screen time before you killed him off screen. and you have writers going on social media. So, of all things, to say, well, there were budget issues. My left dimply ass cheek. Stop it. You are so full of it. It was bait. You baited us in because you knew we
Mm-hmm.
wanted to see something cool like
Yep.
that.
And
And then
you delivered. They knew they delivered trash, so they had to hype the gun on the hype train. You know.
that's why I always get so worried anytime I hear any actor, director, writer, whatever say, "Oh, the fans are going to be so surprised. They're going to love it." It's
Yeah.
amazing. Anytime they say anything like that, I'm like, "Oh, this is going to be bad." It's like they do preemptive damage control, and
Mm-hmm.
it just makes me really sad. There's so much going horribly wrong in cinema right now, in cinema and streaming, and it makes you wonder if it's a bubble. Has it been a bubble? Has it just been exponentially growing and now it's about to pop? And is popping a bad thing? Could it be a good thing for the Hollywood bubble to pop? Have you guys seen the new trailer for the new Hellboy, The
I
Crooked
saw it.
Man?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
So
interesting.
been a lot of talk that this movie is going to show people that this is the direction we need to go back to for, comic book movies, superhero stuff, because it's made in a more indie way. It's
I see.
lower budget, more
Mm-hmm.
indie, some not as well-known people working on it.
Right.
Um so maybe that's what's happening. We're kind of doing a 180. We're just going right back to where we started.
Yeah. You know
And
what?
would
I'm
that
okay with
really
that.
be a bad thing? Yeah.
No.
I liked Star Wars better when it wasn't this huge worldwide conglomerate type corporate thing. It, when I was a kid, I was this punk rocker, skater, whatever, and I was so anti corporate anything. If it was popular, mm-mm, mm, mm-mm.
Mm.
We were so elitist about it. If it was played
Mm-hmm.
on the radio, it's played out, it's sell out now. But and maybe some of that has still carried over. But isn't there something to that? That once it gets so big, it has to get watered down. It has to, so it can spread that far.
Yeah.
I
It
don't
becomes.
know.
You know who talks about a lot about this, about four quadrant entertainment, than a nerd guy. A lot of stuff is not designed. They don't design things for that four quadrant.
Yeah.
Attention anymore. Entertainment. Back in the day, great stuff used to be that way.
Yeah. I'm
And they don't really do that anymore.
no. It's they're not making it because they feel the urge, that itch inside you that you just have to be creative. You
Mhm.
have to make something. You have to
Yeah.
write something. You have to
Or
draw
do
something.
something challenging
Yeah,
against
you have to, I have this idea and I've got to get it on paper, or I got to sculpt this thing or whatever. They're doing it strictly to make money. And I get it. Okay. I know it's a business. I know it is. And people have to get paid. They have families to feed.
Right.
But weren't they still feeding their families before it sucked? Like before it went like full blown corporate nonsense? Like it feels almost like a weakened caricature of itself now.
Yeah.
And what are you going to do?
Honestly, I don't know if Star Wars could come back from this.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
I'm definitely looking forward to that. And yes, I'm looking forward to Trap. Dave is in Trap. He's very excited. He should be. And like Shamalama Ding Dong is a really good director. I like his stuff. I watched his daughter's movie, The Watchers.
Mm.
It wasn't. It just kind of fizzled. Like there was a really, really good potential in it, and then it just kind of fizzled. Look, I am very, very Irish, and you have some amazing Irish lore about the Fae folk
Mhm.
and the fairies and all
Mhm.
that stuff. And it felt like they just kind of like teased the surface of it. So yes, Deadpool and Wolverine's coming out. My son bought me tickets.
Cool.
God bless him. And I'm keeping that forever because not once has any of my children done that.
Oh my
So
goodness.
very excited. Beetlejuice comes out on my birthday. So I'm very stoked for that. I'm going to see that with my sister. But there's a few things coming out, and I'm looking forward to Beetlejuice because Tim Burton is doing that, and he insisted that he have complete and total creative control.
Yeah, I
So
think it's gonna be
good for
great.
him. Good for him. I'm really, and Sean Levy is the same way. Sean Levy is the same way with Deadpool and Wolverine, and Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds has not let us down yet.
But
with
if
him
there's no
having-
shake, if there's no shake, Senora and Beetlejuice, I'm gonna be upset. Okay.
I think we all will.
Yeah.
Shake, more, shake your body line. Oh, that's stuck in my head. Oh, but yeah, I'm gonna give this show a 3. I was
Yeah.
at like a 5 or a 6 when it very first started, and now I'm like, y'all are losing me in time.
I'm-
Whatever interest
I'm
I
at a
had.
solid 2 right now. Hard 2. And
That-
I'm like, why are we even here? This is Danny. That's it. It's all Danny's fault.
I started this thing. I gotta finish it.
I got a message. Still after this video, bro. You dodged a bullet today.
Thanks. Thanks, Speedy. Thanks. Appreciate
I'm
you.
messing with you.
Have you guys been seeing the set shots from Superman?
Yeah.
Speaking of using practical effects and stuff. Yeah, and I'm no quitter.
I know.
I finish what I start.
I know.
The set scenes, the set shots or whatever, the behind the scenes we're seeing from Superman, they're looking good. A lot of practical effects. A lot of happy people. Seeing Will Reeve, Christopher Reeve's son, as doing a cameo as a reporter.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Oh my gosh, yes. I shared that today. And he is a good looking dude. Like, he is way hotter than his dad was. He would have made an amazing, he looks like Superman. Will Reeve looks how I imagine Superman to look in my head. Like, I know he does some acting, but he's really a journalist. He's an ABC correspondent.
Right.
But if he was like a strong actor, I would be like, James Gunn, you missed an opportunity on this one. But I mean, good for him for bringing him in to cameo. That's really cool. So I'm looking forward to Superman. I think it's going to be good. I like James Gunn movies. I don't think there's one James Gunn movie where I'm like, yeah, I hate that. It sucks. I was watching Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 today, and it just gets me every time. I like the blend of humor and seriousness that he has, because that's how I am. I can't let anything get too serious. I have to make a joke because I feel uncomfortable. I have to say something stupid. So, looking forward to that. Well, and see, that's the thing. Superman, I get it. Superman can be very one-dimensional.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have any gray areas. He doesn't have any faults, really. He doesn't have any darkness to him. So it's very difficult to relate to Superman, and it's very difficult to create a Superman story with depth.
Zack Snyder really tried to make like a character faulty Superman. You know,
he killed Zod.
Yeah, you know,
and I was like, I'm not
a Superman that makes human mistakes.
But
you know what I mean?
But
like
that's
all of
not
us.
That's the opposite of the point of
Right.
Superman, because, and this is something I've always explained. People would ask me, do you like DC or do you like Marvel? Well, that's comparing apples to oranges. And the reason why is DC is in the business of creating gods.
Right.
They're in the business of creating aspirational characters, not necessarily inspirational, but aspirational people, characters that you should want to look up to and be more like. Very stark differences between right and wrong. No ambiguity. Marvel is all ambiguity and relatability.
Relatability. Peter Parker's a great example of that. Just an everyday kid, that got
Mhm.
powers and did the wrong thing when he had them.
Right. Well,
And
he learned. He
Yeah.
made mistakes and learned through that.
yeah. Mhm.
And don't get me wrong, DC does have some characters like that. John
Mhm.
Constantine is a
Mhm.
very fine example,
Mhm.
but not Superman.
No.
Superman was created by these two Jewish kids who were going through, I mean, World
Mhm.
War II was
Yeah.
going on.
Yep.
They needed a hero. They needed someone to look up to and show them the way. And that's why he was created.
Mhm.
That is his whole purpose. He is a beacon of light.
Yeah, and he was designed as like that strong mans that were popular back then.
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
weightlifters and the
Mhm.
the wrestlers and stuff
Absolutely.
like that. That were like they were like the living superheroes. To them. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So yeah.
That's
You know what
what
I
he was
think?
meant for.
I really think from watching like some of the things that I've seen and some of the things that you told me today, I really think, and I've said this before on the Wednesday show, but I don't think your audience ever heard me say it. I really think that this Superman that James Gunn is going to do is kind of like a big brother superhero. Like he's entered a world now where all these other guys are fighting evil with him, and he feels like a responsibility to help them. And to and maybe sometimes ask for help from them for certain things because he feels like they have skills where he lacks, like a Mr.
It does,
Terrific and things like that.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I think this could be a very interesting Superman story and very different. Something we've only been exposed to in the comic books.
It
you know what I mean?
does feel a little bit influenced by All-Star Superman.
Yeah.
And that's a fantastic book.
Mhm.
They've done an animated movie. DC does amazing animated movies. They have an All-Star Superman. It's good. It's not as good as the book, but I mean, it never
and
is.
that Superman and the Authority crossover thing.
Yes.
That he kind of becomes like this like the secret leader of the Authority for a while. You know what I mean?
Mhm. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be
think
good.
he might do something like that. Maybe not so dark as the comic book was.
No,
but,
James Gunn has gone on record to say, and again, we could have totally misunderstood it, and he'll explain 6 months later that we were
Mhm.
wrong.
like I could see like
Oh.
a team like the Authority showing up and starting
Yeah.
to do things and
Well,
Superman saying,
it looks
"No,
like
we can't do that." You know what I mean? And him having conflict with those people. You know what I mean?
because Frank Grillo was on
Yeah.
set as Rick Flag Sr. and the engineer, and it looks like Ultraman, but it could just be the Authority. There's been a lot of speculation, but it totally looks like that's supposed to be Ultraman. But I would love to see Battinson take on Court of Owls. Court of Owls is some of my favorite Batman content. Acolyte has definitely
I don't know if I could do Skeleton Crew.
So here's the thing. And I've said this a dozen, probably 65 times. But when I was out in Burbank last year, I met people who were currently at the time working on Skeleton Crew.
Yeah.
They've been working on Skeleton Crew for a couple of years, like years now.
Wow.
And this guy told me, because he was being asked, like, what are you working on right now? And he said Skeleton Crew. And he just went, it's shit.
Wow. Oh my God.
It's
That's
shit.
so horrible.
Apparently Dave Filoni was on set screaming, cussing, throwing things, and bitching about George Lucas. So saying that George Lucas doesn't even know his own content anymore, doesn't know his own franchise anymore, and he has to tell, like, George Lucas doesn't know his own canon anymore because it's gotten so convoluted. Can you really blame him? He's not in control of it. He's checked out. He's been checked out for 12, 13 years now.
I don't blame him.
The whole thing I'm driving at is it's supposed to be like a Goonies kids thing, and everything I'm hearing is it's not great. So that disappoints me, and I'm usually I'm going to watch it and I'm going to form my own opinion. And I always say that. I always say, make sure you watch. I'm going to watch for myself, for my own opinion. I highly encourage everyone to do that too.
I think we'll see the Omega character in live action in Skeleton Crew.
Omega. I hope we see Omega. I love Omega. I'm going to need to stop doing that. And yes, I would love to see a live action Hondo Ohnaka. He's How can you not love Hondo? He's in my Sims 4 game because I have the Journey to Batu expansion, but it sucks. But yeah, I want to see some of that too. But got any last thoughts before we skedaddle
I
out of
don't
here?
know. I think I'm emotionally drained after watching that. Tell you that.
Yeah. Well, Speedy is emotionally drained, but he still has a channel for you to subscribe to.
Yes.
So make sure you check out Speedy's Multiverse on YouTube.
Mhm.
Follow him at DJ Speedy Jr. on all the socials. He's a good dude. He's my buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
And I really appreciate you coming on.
No problem. It's my pleasure too. And I have a deep, deep, dark secret. I have a whole bunch of interviews with comic book creators that I just have been too busy to get up onto the YouTube channel.
Dope.
And I'm working on it. I'm going to get them all up. So, go subscribe. You see a lot of, independent comic book creators that, I got the chance to talk to and get it up on there. It's DJ Speedy JR on everything. And you might see a lot of DJ stuff. I'm a Latino DJ and open format DJ here in Tampa, Florida. So,
Do you play a lot of Daddy Yankee?
I do.
Yes.
I do play a lot of that.
I love Daddy Yankee.
So if you see a lot of weird party flyers up there, that's because I'm still.
He's gotta bring home the bacon.
Yeah, that's right.
Gotta pay the bills.
But the nerd stuff is definitely Speedy's Multiverse. If you just want that's your only interest.
So go over there, give him some follows, give him a subscribe. Go listen to some Daddy Yankee and thank him today for that.
Oh, and then there's the podcast if you just want to consume the audio podcast. Right. Is Geek Culture Congress. 3 words.
There you go.
Geek Culture Congress. Anywhere you listen to your podcast, you can find us, Geek Culture Congress podcast.
Super. So go do that also. And remember, new name who dis?
Yeah.
We are now Comics and you can the handle though is at Comics and Everything on YouTube. You can find me on the Twitter box at comics and _ and on the TikToks as well. If you would like to support the channel, God bless you and thank you. I can use all the help I can get. I'm not monetized. You can start by just watching things. I tell you what, if you can pull up a playlist on my YouTube, leave a browser open and just let it play and show me proof somehow that you have done that, I will send you something. Because it'll help me out a whole bunch. But go ahead, and I really hope you subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button before you leave and ring the notification bell so you get notified whenever I'm back with even more nerdy content. You can also, to support the channel, scan that QR code over there above Speedy. That is my Buy Me a Coffee. You can also go to buymeacoffee.com/comicsandmua, and you can tip me as little or as much as you like. It all goes directly to me, which goes directly to the channel. You can also follow me on Patreon. And I believe this might have changed to Comics and as well. But if it has my face, that's the right one. So, but there's 3 different tiers. They start as little as $3 a month. You get sneak peeks, updates, behind the scenes, outtakes, ask me anything. You can request videos and breakdowns, and you get everything first. All the information, everything goes to Patreon first. And I'm doing my best to keep up with it. It's literally just me. But I'm also a member of the illustrious Red 5 Network. We are the pods you've been looking for. Just go to red5.bio.link. We have content creators, podcasts, everything. I'm a podcast. You can find Comics and on Spotify and Apple and wherever else you podcast, I think. I think that's how that works. But, I have to pee. So that means we're
out,
done
guys.
for the day. Thank you so much. And remember.
We're on Sil's channel tomorrow?
Yes, Sil's channel tomorrow. And remember, check under your beds tonight because
Disney and Kathleen Kennedy are gonna get you.
Bye.